Hello everyone, long time no see. In today's video we're gonna redo my regular client's hands, and in the beginning I showed you the result of 4 weeks manicure. No liftings, no chips, everything looks still good, but it's time to redo her manicure. So as always, I'm starting from the removal. I'm using a green notch, the carbide bead from the Kmis Russian company. I really love it and I feel they are the best. So if you feel your nail bits are not sharp enough, probably it's wrong company, the wrong brand. And at the end you will see the result of the chrome powder manicure. And I'm gonna use the Maniology chrome powder, which one came for me a week ago. I didn't have a time and no one asked for the chrome powder design, so I wait patiently to get the client who is asking for this design, and finally she's here. And mostly in this video I want to share with you with my experience, something really bad but super real. And the topic is gonna be why you might not be getting clients. I decided that from now I will be sharing my honest thoughts, real experience, and everything I have done through and still going through with you. I want to break this illusion of a perfect Instagram life. There is so much fake out there, and I just want to talk about a real life, the real business, and the kind of stuff many of us go through without even realizing where the real issue is. So today we're gonna talk about one of the reasons why you might not have clients, or why people come once or twice and then disappear. You feel like you're doing everything right, your manicures are clean. And hey, if your technique is still need work, especially your cuticle work, I want to invite you to my perfect cuticle course I created based on my own experience. I will walk you through each step: how to use cuticle nippers, how to do e-file manicure, and how to make sure it's flawless, no matter what tools are you using. You will find the link in my bio below, and students who already joined are leaving amazing feedbacks, saying their work has improved a lot. Okay, let's back to the topic, why your clients might not be sticking around. And let me be honest with you, sometimes it's you. Yeah, the reason it's you. You might be the reason. I know, because I've been there. When I left the salon and I decided to go solo, to open my own space, I was like, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna be my own boss. And in the salon, I used to work at a top master. I was at the peak, really. I was one of the best. And when I left, I brought that mindset with me, but here is the problem. I had a pride, way too much of this pride. I was so selfish. I acted like the people should be grateful just to sit in my chair, so me as this nail technician gonna do their nails. I had the skills, sure, but the new client, they didn't know me and they didn't care what I used to be in my old salon, and I wasn't treating them with a real warmth. So if someone was late, gosh, when I'm guys, when I'm sharing this, I'm so I feel so bad about sharing this. So I'm really hope for your support in the comments section. So if someone was late, I didn't say anything rude, but I acted like it. My energy was off, it was so cold. Everything about my space was beautiful. The coffee machine, tea, fancy chairs, cute pillows, the expensive machines, everything. But that human warmth, the real kind welcome, it was missing. And that cost me a lot of amazing clients, I'm pretty sure. In the beginning, I even ignored messages. Someone would write me hey, my nail broke, and I would just not respond for a day, for a whole day, 24 hours. I'm honestly ashamed to even say that out loud, but That was old me. I've grown. I'm telling you this now so you don't make the same mistakes. Uh, but my salon ego, it crashed fast, and I had to face it. If you're in a service industry, you need to love people. This is your business, especially your business. It's your baby. You need to treat your clients like a guest, not like they owe you something just for being there. I'm not saying you have to kiss up to everyone, but your warmth should be the real. A fake smile won't last long if your energy or tone feels cold. People notice everything, especially women's. Like, mostly my clients are women's. Like, we are feeling that, and of course they're gonna leave. Especially in a big city here, like in New York, Russian manicure now is everywhere. Every office building has 10 or 15 masters, technicians doing similar work. So, what makes you stand out? Not just your work, it's about your heart, about your attitude, about your personality. So, yeah, I have advice. Don't be a robot, be a real human. That's what the people connect with. And that's what turns the first time client into the loyal, regular ones. And guys, once I finally realized it, everything changed. Like, seriously. Back then, when I was a cold, arrogant version of myself, people would come, but they won't stay. And I kept wondering why, what's wrong. I started like obsession of this idea. Maybe my nails suck, maybe my technique isn't right, but I wasn't cutting anyone. My technique was clean and my work was solid. Then I thought maybe it's the materials, maybe the coffee station, maybe I need a better tea or snacks. I looked for the problem everywhere except inside me. But the truth is, people don't come to you for cookies or coffee, okay? Yeah, it's a nice to have, but it's not why they stay. None of that was the issue. The space was already beautiful. The missing piece was me. It was a human connection. And as soon as I understood that I need to change not the room, not the decor, everything started shifting. The the new people who is coming, they stuck around. They started bringing their friends, the family members, coworkers, and word of mouth finally started working. And before that, I was spending so much money on Instagram ads. People came, sure, but they never stayed. And for a small business, constantly pouring money into ads with zero return, it's exhausting. But once I changed my attitude, once I started treating people like a people, it was like a switch flipped. My existing clients began talking about me, and they brought their friends, workers, like as I said, their sisters, moms, daughters, whatever. People were suddenly drawn to me, and it wasn't because my nails were different, it was because I was different. In just 1 month, my client base literally doubled. I'm serious. I went from 30 clients to 60. Now I average have around 100 service per month. That's normal for me today, but back then with the 30 clients, I couldn't even cover my rent expense. My income didn't meet even my basic salon expenses. I had nothing left. No savings, no buffer, like just stress. But when I shifted, when I became someone people actually wanted to come back, it all changes. Because now people say there is this amazing girl who does incredible nails and she is just such a vibe. And yes, word of mouth actually works, but only if you know how to spark it. If you treat every person like they're just lucky to be in your chair, it will never gonna happen. But if you care and if you show warmth, that energy spreads. So I'm really grateful because this business is shaping me, helping me become better, not just at nails, but at my life, my real life. And I recently got a little package from a brand I want to share with you, and honestly, it made my day. Look at this packaging. This is from brand Maniology. They base it in Hawaii. And just look how much love they put into the every detail. The craft box, the way everything is packed, the little notes, coupons, business cards, the stickers, the cute little stickers. I love them. It just feels so warm and joyful. And here I am in a gray New York, opening this box that literally feels like a sunshine, like someone just mailed me a little piece of happiness. And let's look what's inside. I got the stunning nail stamping plates. Just look at the designs. One is wedding themed, which is like perfect because it's summer, the wedding season, and I got so many bridal clients right now. The second plate is totally ocean inspired. I've never been even to Hawaii, but this brand, they keep remind me that maybe I should go. And the best part was the chrome powder, which we will be using in today's design. It's super easy to work with. I applied in first on the thumb and then go ahead and do 4 more fingers right after. First, I applied the top coat in leveling layer and make sure there's no hair, no dust, nothing sticking. Then you have to cure it fully for a full minute, no shortcuts. After that, even though it's not it's no wipe top, I still wipe it down with some alcohol. Why? Just to make sure the surface is perfectly clean. And then, this is the part is key. I take a tiny piece, remove like my glove, tear it off, and I use my own finger to rub the powder into the nail. Yep, my actual finger. And I gently press and glide it over for the whole surface, especially in the side walls and near the cuticle to make sure there's a 0 bald spots. After that, I brush off the excess powder and seal it with a top coat and cure it again. No primers, no weird base streaks, like no dancing with troubling around the lamp. Just clean, simple steps. And the clients wear it for 3, 4, and even 5 weeks. No chipping. And new clients are always surprised like how well my chrome holds. They're asking me about, okay, what's the time of like wear of this polish? And I said like whenever you are wearing your regular gel polish. And I love this kind of polishes, the chrome powders. It's a nude one, the beige, but with a twist. Subtle, classy, and exact what my clients love, and honestly, what I love too. And here is the final result. So elegant, so soft, like a whisper of shine. The cuticles are neat, clean, and the chrome powder, it makes more elegant.